Welcome to this tutorial on generating all permutations. This is a classic coding problem that helps you master recursion and backtracking concepts. Today, we will break down the algorithm step by step so you can understand exactly how to implement it. First, let us define what a permutation is. A permutation is simply a rearrangement of a collection of items. For example, if you have the letters A, B, and C, you can arrange them in 6 distinct ways, such as ABC, ACB, and so on. Mathematically, for n distinct items, there are n factorial permutations. To solve this programmatically, we use recursion. The intuition is simple. Step 1, pick an element and fix it at the first position. Step 2, recursively find all permutations for the remaining elements. Step 3, repeat this process for every element, giving each one a turn at the first position. We can visualize this as a tree. At the root, we have our full list. We branch out by swapping each element into the current position. For instance, we can keep A at the start, or swap B to the start, or swap C to the start. Once the first element is fixed, we move down a level and repeat the process for the remaining elements. This is where the backtracking strategy comes in. It follows a cycle. First, swap to place a new element at the current index. Second, recurse to solve for the next index. And third, backtrack. This means we swap the elements back to their original positions before the loop continues, ensuring the array is clean for the next iteration. Here is the pseudocode structure. Our function takes the array and a current index pointer. First, we check the base case. If the index equals the array length, we have found a complete permutation, so we print it. If not, we loop from the current index to the end, performing the swap, recurse, and undo swap cycle. Let's try run this with A, B, C. We start at index 0. We keep A at 0 and move to index 1. At index 1, we keep B fixed and move to index 2. Now index equals length, so we print a BC. We then backtrack, swapping B back, and try the next option for index 1, which is C. This gives us a CB. The time complexity is big O of n times n factorial. This is because there are n factorial permutations, and for each one, we take linear time to print or store it. This growth is extremely rapid, so be careful. This algorithm is typically used for small inputs, usually where n is less than or equal to 12. Here are some key tips. First, if your input has duplicates, the standard algorithm will produce duplicate outputs, so use a set to handle that. Second, while the recursion depth is only n, the number of function calls is massive. Finally, always remember that factorial time complexity limits this to small datasets. To summarize, we fix one element, swap it into place, recurse for the rest, and then backtrack to restore the state. The base case is reached when we have processed all positions. Understanding this pattern is crucial for solving many other combinatorial problems. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.